St. John's and the Mile One Stadium. The Mile One Center. You see the Group F action in the Americas qualifiers. Canada against Chile and Virgin Islands against Brazil. Squaring off, also Dominican Republic and Venezuela. So here are the standings. You can see Venezuela and Canada, who I guess have kind of a rivalry. They have already punched their ticket for the World Cup. Brazil, Dominican Republic, scrapping away for that third place, that third top three place. Which one will make it to the World Cup? And if they don't, which one will finish as the best fourth place team? Well, the bottom line is that game really has no impact on this one. Canada already in, and we know that Chile are not. And this is an opportunity for Chile to hit the road and claim a famous scalp. And it certainly would be if they were able to come all the way to Canada and win against this talented national team program. This Canada team having already booked its place with a window to spare. So that's really important. They will be back at the 32-team FIBA Basketball World Cup. It'll be an expanded 32-team World Cup in China. How many, if any, of these guys will be there? Well, there's a constant evaluation process going on, and these guys know that every second of every minute counts when they're out on the court. It gives them a chance to go out and really prove their worth. Aaron Best has been along for the ride for a lot of these games. And Melvin Edgem, of course, one of the veterans. Brady Heslip as well. Those two guys they've been around for a long time in this national team program. So Adika Peter McNeely coming back. Kyle Wiltshire was outstanding in the last window. What can you say about this man, Joel Anthony? He might make it. Phil Scrubb. I mean, if you talk about the likes of Joel Anthony, how he played in the FIBA Intercontinental Cup this past weekend down in Brazil was just downright inspirational. He was terrific playing for San Martin of Argentina. Anyway, we're going to have the playing of the national anthems for both Chile and Canada, and a pause in the commentary.
Please remain standing for the singing of the Canadian National Anthem, performed by Daniel Dumares Carrera.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land. La 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 la. Car ton bras s'est porté les pays, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land, glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
The teams will now follow international basketball protocol by exchanging gifts and shaking hands.
Well, the national anthems have been played, and we're about ready to start things off here in St. John's, which, by the way, is the capital and the largest city of the Canadian province of Newfoundland and Labrador. On the eastern tip of the Avalon Peninsula and the large Canadian island, Newfoundland. So, referees lining up for tonight's game. Julio Cesar Anaya Frail, Roberto Vasquez, and Leandro Lezcano. Something else about St. John's, it's got a rich history, having played a role in the French and Indian War, the American Revolutionary War, and the War of 1812. So a lot of important events have happened here. I'd encourage you to make it to this part of the world. The Chile roster: Ignacio Carrion, Carlos Lawler, Sebastian Herrera, Sebastian Suarez, Javier Barra, Gerardo Isla, all the way down to the bottom. All those guys, I think you could probably expect some decent minutes from going 10 deep in that team. They're going to start with Herrera, Suarez, Barra, Isla, and Ignacio Arroyo, who will start at the point guard. A couple of twin towers, so to speak, although I wouldn't really consider Isla to be a true dominating center. And they will have their hands full coming up against this talented Canada team. We'll start at the bottom. Coach Roy Rana, Kaza Kajami King, Kyle Landry, Phil Scrubb, Thomas Scrubb, Joel Anthony, Kyle Wiltshire, Michael Mulder, Connor Morgan, Adika Peter McNeely, Brady Heslip, Melvin Edgem, Aaron Best as well, and Best, Edgem, Scrubb, Thomas Scrubb, Phil Scrubb, and Kyle Landry in that starting lineup. So when those Chilean players are talking, they're going to have to designate. They're not just going to be able to say, I've got Scrubb. They're going to have to say, I've got Thomas Scrubb, and the other one's got to say, I've got Phil Scrubb. Both those guys, excellent players. We've enjoyed watching them. Daniel Frola, the head coach of Chile,
And now, here's the starting five for the two teams.
for tonight's game.
For Chile, number 7, Sebastian Herrera.
And Roy Rana needs no introduction,
Sebastian Suarez.
having led them for many of the games in these qualifiers, and of course being on the sidelines when they booked their place in the World Cup. So Roy Rana, long ago, was famous. Let's be honest. Well-known coach in Canada, and also famously on the international stage led Canada to the FIBA under-19 basketball World Cup title in Egypt in the last edition of the event. So he's one of the best in the business.
Ofensivas iniciales, transi, camiseta para la flex o cabeza para uno. Eso es lo que empezamos. Vamos. Vamos.
Well, this Chile team made it to the second round because they were able to beat Colombia in the first round. And they beat them once. They beat them 74-69. Colombia then won the second meeting 71-67. So they advanced with that 1 point goal differential in their head-to-head. And since that time, it's been pretty. It's been slim pickings for Chile, losing in the second round at the Dominican Republic heavily. Obviously, they fell at home to Canada, but that was still a nice game. I was on the call for that game. Chile did actually beat the Virgin Islands in Valdivia. They lost at home to the Dominican Republic, and here they are wrapping things up at Canada here in St. John's, and then also the Virgin Islands. Well, good evening, basketball fans. This is the America's Qualifiers. And it's the game between Canada in white and Chile in the red. And driving in and scoring, one of the Scrub brothers, Thomas Scrub. He's number 21. Phil Scrub is number 23. I'll go over Canada's results in just a second here. These qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers in this final window, already a lot of talking points. The turn, not even getting the ball to the rim with their first possession. Edgem pulls up, takes the deep one. Isla drives in, and Edgem comes up to the ball, whips the ball over to Phil Scrub, who gets it down low. And good job getting the rebound. Landry gets it over to Thomas Scrub. So 4 quick points for Thomas Scrub. It's going to be a very interesting process as Canada puts together their team for the World Cup. I'm pretty sure everybody north of the border is wondering who's going to be making the trip. And again, I think some of these guys are definitely going to have a chance. They're going to be in the conversation. Chile get their first basket from Barra. Thomas Scrub bounce pass to Landry. Arroyo passes it over to Isla. Bounce pass to Herrera, then kicking it back outside to the point guard. And Arroyo drills the three. Why not? Phil Scrub misses with his first attempt from deep, and Isla with the board. It's been a great opportunity for Chilean basketball to test itself against some of the best national team programs in the Americas, and they have taken a 7-4 lead now after that drive. Herrera, and now a foul has been called. Best has been playing in Germany this season. Picks up. He was fouled there by Sebastian Herrera. He's been playing with MHP Rees in Lewisburg. Here's Joel Anthony coming in for Kyle Landry. Joel Anthony was literally jumping out of the gym this past weekend at the FIBA Intercontinental Cup in Rio de Janeiro. He was utterly sensational. And the foul has been called on Chile. Stepping right into the path of Edgem was Javier Barra. Edgem makes two. Makes the second rather. Cut it to 7-5. Canada won that first game 84-61 back in September 17th. Arroyo. Canada come back another attempt. It was interesting because Canada didn't have it their own way. They were only up 43 to They're up 23-16 at the end of the first quarter, and then 43-30 at halftime. And they just kind of like gradually blew the thing wide open by the second half. So Chile really did kind of give a good effort in front of their home fans. Best comes out of the game. Brady Heslip comes in. And good block by Chile's number 7. Herrera. Suarez passes it back outside to Isla. Here's Suarez, short. Scrub seems to have the magic touch right now. That's 3 baskets for him. 3 or 4 from the floor, 6 points. And we've got a game that is knotted. So good defense for Canada, gets them the ball back. Talking about leaders, Brady Heslip comes into this game as the only player in the Canada setup to have appeared in all 10 games, all 10 qualifiers, averaging almost 20 minutes a game. Kyle Wiltshire comes in and misses with his first attempt. Boy, had some sensational moments in the last window. Suarez goes up and is short. Joel Anthony now. Joel thought it was going in. Herrera puts his head down, and foul call on Heslip, I believe.
Personal foul on Canada, number 4, Brady Heslip. His first. Canada's first foul in the second of the first quarter. Substitution for Canada, number 41, Casa Cachettequin. And for Chile, number 21, Sebastian.
Well, Canada in that last window, they lost their first game at Venezuela, November 30th, but then they bounced back and won convincingly at Brazil, 94-67. That was a great win for Canada, and again, it clinched their place in the World Cup. So they come into this game on a high, and good defense from Joel Anthony. Kaza Kajami-Keen has it. His Heslip online is good. So timeout's going to be called, and Canada with a 10-7 lead here in the first quarter.
Si hay rompimiento, pues tengo que cambiar. Dejamos primero el tiro corto. Dijimos, tiro perfil. Entonces no nos abramos tanto para eso. En ofensiva estamos muy estáticos, no tenemos posibilidad de tirar buenos tiros porque estamos jugando muy parados.
Early shooting percentages. Canada have actually scored 90 points or more in 6 of their 10 games in the World Cup qualifiers. 4 deep so far. That was Heslop's 3. But that 90-plus points in 6 of their 10 games in the qualifiers is the most among all teams in the Americas. And in fact, only Canada have scored an average of 90 or more points in the Americas, 93.5. Another little tidbit tonight, Canada's Phil Scrubb has combined for 15-plus points and 4-plus assists in 4 of his 6 games in these World Cup qualifiers. You want to keep an eye on that, see if he continues that. Nice little impressive stat. He's also scored at least 1 3-pointer in each of his games for Team Canada. Hasn't lost one yet, has he? It's Kazim Kajami-Keem drilling the 3-pointer. And Phil Scrubb has lost one, actually. He's 0 of 1 today. Anyway, Canada now with a 6-point lead and starting to turn up the pressure a little bit defensively here. Nice left-handed stroke there from Manuel Suarez. Heslop over to Wiltshire. Backs up Isla, then gets it to Anthony. Anthony denied down low. Diego Silva also in the game for Chile, number 30. Wiltshire on the baseline. Diego Silva goes behind his back. Puts it up, nice little mid-range shot. Wiltshire with the board. The team's struggling a little bit with the shooting. Best misses. And bringing it up is Herrera. And Kazim Kajami-Keem almost knocks it away. Herrera kind of forces it up. Maybe a little bit too slow on his turn. And the follow through doesn't get the ball to go in for Aaron Best. Silva drives and earns a trip to the free throw line.
Personal foul on Canada, number 14, Kyle Wiltshire. His first, Canada's
5 years of age, Diego Silva will be at the free throw line now. Arroyo, their starting point guard, is only 19 years of age. So they have Barra, the young center, just 21. So they got a couple of nice building blocks moving forward. Certainly is not an old team. With no players on the current roster in their 30s. So here with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter, relatively low-scoring game. Heslop, get it over to Phil Scrubb. Anthony gets the rebound. Over to Heslop. Good! Second three-pointer for Brady Heslop. And Suarez launches one right before the buzzer. So that extra effort from Joel Anthony. And the offensive rebound gets Brady Heslip another look. And he cashes in for Canada, who lead it 16-9. Well, see Chile really struggling to put the ball in the basket. Canada a little bit better, and it all adds up to a 7-point lead. Thomas Scrubb got Canada off and gave him a little bit of production here. Scored their first 4 points. He's got 6 points. And this is the young 21-year-old center of Chile, Javier Barra, who's had quite a nice start, but also Manuel Suarez has come in and looked pretty useful. Wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't have a decent game tonight. He's averaged 15 points and 13 rebounds and 3 blocks in his last couple of appearances for Chile. Scrubb again. There's Phil Scrubb. And this was the extra effort from Joel Anthony getting it to Heslip right there late in that first quarter. So it's a 16-9 lead for Canada, who, remember, have already qualified for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And they are battling effectively, wanting to win this game and want to contend with Venezuela to finish first in the group. And driving in and being swatted was Manuel Suarez. Joel Anthony, literally, of all the players in the Americas, could probably put a sign up on the backboard with his picture saying, "This is my house. Don't bring it in here," because he's going to reject it. So Manuel Suarez very wisely launches one from deep that time. Anthony has 11 blocks coming into this game. Curiously, none have registered for him yet on the official stat sheet tonight. Looks like he had one that last one, that last possession. Anyway, here is Chile, again, trying to cut into that 16-9 deficit. Foul before the drive. Good pressure put on by Ignacio Carrion. So Phil Scrubb picks up his first foul.
Substitution for Canada, number 6, Peter McNeely.
So Peter McNeely comes into the game.
Chile, number 20, Islam.
So for Canada right now, it's Edgem, Peter McNeely, the Scrubb brothers, and Wiltshire. And putting it up from deep, and missing was Arroyo. Phil Scrubb. Entry pass to Edgem, who looked to make his move before he controlled the ball, turns it over. Nice turn and use of the backboard from Jose del Solar, the elder statesman on this team at 29 years of age. Thomas Scrub has it knocked out of his hands, but it goes to Wiltshire, who gives it to Edgem. Arroyo that time missing badly. Wide open, Peter McNeely, and Peter McNeely drills it. Peter McNeely played for Canada when Gordy Herbert coached during one of the windows back in the first round. And nice sweet drive there from Chile's number 6, Carlos Lawler. And beautiful drive, contact. He absorbs the contact and makes the shot. In his two previous appearances, Peter McNeely played a lot. He averaged 21.2 points per game. Hit 5 of 14 three-pointers, so he's off to a good start from deep tonight. Now the trip, Lawler will go to the free throw line.
Personal foul on Canada, number 6, Peter McNeely, his first. Canada's second foul on the second quarter.
The little pump fake got him a little bit of room, and he drew the foul. Peter McNeely played last year for MHP Reeves in Lewisburg, the same team that Aaron Best has played for this season in Germany. And Peter McNeely has since moved to Mitteldeutscher in Germany. First attempt from Lawler is no good. It's one of the, I would suggest, positives of going overseas, getting to experience different countries, different cultures. And both Best and Peter McNeely certainly know all about that. Getting a taste of German basketball and German living. Wiltshire's been in Spain. And the long shot, and it's good from Wiltshire. Double-digit lead now for Canada. Well, kicked out of bounds, so they'll put 14 on the shot clock. Brady Heslip coming back into the contest. Comes back in for Peter McNeely. Florida back in the game as well. Gets it over to Lawler, who puts it up from deep. Phil Scrub. Behind the back pass, Wiltshire. And looked like he may have faked out Brady Heslip with that one. Watch this. Even Wiltshire had to laugh at that one. I think he even faked out some of those fans. They weren't ready for it. Almost made them spill their beverage. So Chile called timeout to discuss how can we keep this thing close. 3 points each for Arroyo and Lawler, leading the way for Chile. All you had to do was watch that Chile-Canada game, the first meeting, to understand what an honor it is to play for that national team in Chile. I mean, those fans absolutely adored those guys. It was, Canada went down there and won the game decisively, but there's nothing like having that pride factor. And it was certainly evident in Chile, where they were right behind them from start to finish. So the World Cup is really, it's just coming up quickly. Tipping off on August 31st. The draw is going to be coming up next month. And who are Canada going to face, and what are the prospects? It's all very exciting. Thinking about, is this going to be the year when we see Canada take a major step in international basketball? And as I've said already, competition for places is going to be very intense. It's going to be a very interesting process to keep an eye on. Good defense by Heslett. Reaching in, the ball goes off of Isla, and the referee, Argentine referees, at first said it was going to be Chile ball, but he's changed it and said it's going to be Canada. Pump fake. And Ezra gets Suarez off his feet. I think if he had leaned into him there, and it was Del Solar, excuse me, with the foul. If he'd leaned into him and shot it, he might have gotten a few free throws behind the arc. Anyway, and Suarez comes back into the game. The man that's averaged 15 and 13, the last 15 points, 13 rebounds the last couple of games. Joel Anthony back in. So Roy Randa really rotating his players, keeping them coming in and out. I guess the freshness factor. Phil Scrubb goes back on 1 foot. Nice drive. Oh, what a finish from Thomas Scrubb. He's really showing us his array of offensive skills tonight. That time with the penetration and the little finger roll finish. We'll flip the ball up there. Oh, swap town. Wiltshire puts it over to Phil Scrubb. That triggers the break, and then Wiltshire finished. Oh, boy, that was beautiful basketball from Canada. It's good to see Wiltshire get out and hustle after the block, and for Scrubb to get him the rock. Best and Kajami Keene coming back into the game. Phil Scrubb goes out, as well as Thomas Scrubb. That was it, rejection. Now look how quickly he gets down the court. And that was a no doubt about it finish. Silky smooth. 30-14, Canada right now cruising. And now Joel Anthony goes up and gets the block. Ball ends up in the corner, however, and sinking the three-pointer was Herrera. Kajami Keene this time goes in and gets the hammer job by Manuel Suarez. pretty hard foul, that. Watch this. Kajami Keene goes in, twisting layup. That's flirting with an unsportsmanlike, in my opinion. And Kajami Keene, to his credit, he just got up and went to the line. Kind of like a cross check. Cross check into the row B behind the basket. So Kajami Keene takes it back to a 15-point lead. Canada trying to get it going with their defense now. Thomas Scrub back in. An air ball from Herrera. Looked like he might have dragged his foot. Kajami Keene. Spinning, turning, shooting. Wilcher misses. Look at that. Saw the pass coming. Hustled back. Gets it to Kajami Keene. Over to Beston in the corner. And Wilcher with the offensive rebound. Keeps it alive. Boosts his rebounding numbers and will go to the line.
Personal foul on Chile, number 7, Sebastian Herrera, second. Chile's fourth foul on the second quarter.
So another timeout here on the court, and just looking at Wilcher's numbers: 5 points, 8 rebounds in just over 11 minutes of action tonight. Joel Anthony also has 8 points, 8 rebounds and a block, but hasn't scored yet.
Next trip down. Keza, Aaron. We're going to put Joel on the weak side. Connor, you're the 4. Tommy, you're on the other side. Dribble him out. Zipper, don't go down too low. Just let him.
En defensa, primero la transición, tomen a cualquiera. Sacando el bote recién de rebote y dejamos el rebote. Hicieron con el
We're looking at the individual rebounding numbers, but as a team, Canada are out-rebounding Chile 22-15. Manuel Silva there in your screen. Manuel Suarez, excuse me, 25 years of age, plays for Deportes Castro. And here's Wilcher. Could have his double-double by halftime at the rate that he's going. He's got his 8 rebounds now, 6 points, and make it 7.
Substitution for Canada, number 9, Connor Morgan.
Connor Morgan makes his first appearance for Canada. Played well last window. Guarding Isla. Nice spin move and finish. So Suarez, it's the nicest looking basket of the game for Chile. Best pulls back. They're trying to go back door there. 1 minute and 36 seconds remains in the second quarter. Swadeth again. The penetration has it knocked out of his hands. Here's Kajami Keene up to Connor Morgan. Oh, he gets blocked from Manuel Swadeth. Terrific hustle by him to get down the floor. You probably caught Connor Morgan by surprise with that. Here's Swadeth passing it back out to the perimeter. Herrera drives in, then Morgan swats it. But a foul's been called. There's Swadeth. Watch Swadeth hustle down and get this block. I think Connor Morgan may have just a split second too slow there. If he'd gone up either for an alley-oop or gotten it up quicker. But that little pause allowed Swadeth to get up there and reject it. Now Herrera off target with his first attempt. Joe Anthony go up there, just take that ball off the rim. Connor Morgan travels.
Substitution for Canada, number 3, Valerie.
Canada already have punched their ticket to the World Cup. They want to win tonight and then play Venezuela and hopefully beat them by enough points to clinch first place. Ball turns it over. Of course, Venezuela will be playing the Dominican Republic tonight. That's going to be a tough game. Here's Roy Ryan attacking the referee to task over something.
Personal foul on Chile, number 44, Manuel Suarez, his second. Chile's fifth foul on the second quarter.
Legend a little careless with the ball. So it gives it right back to Chile. Brazil Virgin Islands already underway. Brazil with a narrow lead in that one, 16-13. Herrera fouled by Phil Scrubb. So I think you really want to put him on the line. But anyway, they're already in the bonus, so he will go to the free throw line. Presumably Canada will hold it for one shot if they can get the ball back here. We just watched Herrera struggle at the line. Here he makes this one. So both free throws good that time. So he improves to 2 of 4 from the night. Now Wilcher comes back. Silva also back for Chile. Well, the way Scrubb has played, Thomas Scrubb. Wonder if he might get this last shot, either he or Wilcher. That would be my bet. There's Scrubb. Puts it across. It'll be Wilcher from 3. And Phil Scrubb rebounds it back to Wilcher. Is it off in time? No, it's not. Doesn't matter. So at the end of the first half, it's Canada leading 34-21 over Chile here in St. John's, the Mile One Center. Okay, so the early numbers, well, the first half numbers, Canada 7 of 17 inside the arc, 5 of 15 from deep, and 5 of 6 at the line. Obviously, Chile lagging in those departments, as well as they're being out-rebounded 24-17, out-assisted 7-5. Out-blocked 3-2. Although I still think that there's a block missing there for Mr. Anthony. Chile have 6 turnovers. In terms of the leaders, Thomas Scrub with 8 points. Joel Anthony has 9 rebounds. The fastest graphics you're ever going to see. Now the ball, we'll let you have a look at the halftime highlights, and we'll be right back for the start of the second half. It's Canada leading at 34-21 over Chile in the America's qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. 34-21, Canada on top of Chile in a relatively low-scoring game here in Newfoundland. Canada looking to collect another victory and hopefully go up against Venezuela tomorrow for that battle for first place in this group. Group F, Venezuela, Dominican Republic will be tipping off in another hour. The game will be in the Dominican Republic. Of course, the Dominican Republic scrapping away, hoping that they're going to make it to the World Cup. They played in 2014 when Canada did not, and had quite a memorable tournament, making it to the knockout round. They've got some work to do to make it this year, however. It's a very interesting setup. You know, in the Americas, as we look at Chile warm up here, Chile are 5th in Group F, but the teams competing for those spots, Uruguay and Puerto Rico in Group E, and in Group F, Brazil currently are in 3rd place with the Dominican Republic in 4th. So 3 of those 4 teams will actually clinch spots in the World Cup. So you don't want to be the odd one out. You'll have the teams that finish 3rd and the best 4th place team. Obviously from the Americas, Argentina and USA, who are 1st and 2nd in Group E, they've already qualified for the World Cup. In Group F, Venezuela and Canada have already punched their tickets to play in China. Already had some very interesting results earlier today. Finland winning at home against France, so they will take on Russia in a battle, basically a do-or-die battle for the 3rd place in their group to clinch a spot in the World Cup. Finland were in the World Cup of 2014. Russia were not. Russia won the first meeting between those 2 teams in overtime by 2 points. That was in the last window. Also Serbia, who were runners-up in 2014 and also runners-up at the Olympics and runners-up at the last Eurobasket. They were upset tonight by Estonia, so they still have some work to do to get to the World Cup heading into their last game. And they will be at home to Israel, who still have a chance. So all bets are off as to how that one's going to pan out. Starting things off here in the second half, Canada, Kyle Wiltshire. He's quite possibly the most reliable scorer in this Canada squad that's playing tonight. Comes out, drills a 3 to start things off. He's got 10 points, 8 rebounds. Isla, and poor offensive set, good defense for Canada here to start the second half. Also in Asia, interestingly today, Japan won at Iran. So Japan, who lost their first 4 qualifiers, have only won since, and they're looking really good bets for the World Cup. Phil Scrubb comes out and strokes the 3-pointer. So we talked about his success rate from 3-point range. Now he's done it in 5 of the 7 games that he's played. Herrera complaining. Thought there was a foul called, or should have been a foul called. Here's Wiltshire. Goes off 1 foot. Oh, he's just money, isn't he? The lead now ballooning to 21. Wow, Manuel Suarez, the big fella, showing us he's got 3-point shot to his game. Thomas Scrubb looked like he was bumped out of bounds by Suarez. There's Wiltshire again. Good job by Joel Anthony to knock the ball away over to Thomas Scrub. He passes it back to Brady Heslip. Well, Canada have not needed, they've only needed a couple of minutes to blow this thing wide open. Heslip now, 9 points, and Canada lead at 45-24. Suarez from deep. Thomas Scrub has the shot blocked by Suarez. So you got Sebastian Suarez and Manuel Suarez. Manuel is this one, number 44, and attempting to make his second three of the night, but gets a lot of rim. Now Heslip pulls up, little mid-range jumper. He's feeling his stroke tonight. Heslip and Wilcher. A lot of these, again, these Canada players giving the Canada coaching staff plenty to think about. So timeout on the court. Heslip now with 11 points. Look at that. 21 bench points for Canada.
Pretty good?
So the three-pointers now much better for Canada. 8 of 19, 42%. Looks pretty tasty, doesn't it? Could be a future Canada international. Canada women's team is one of the best in the world. There's no doubt about that one. We've enjoyed watching them play recent World Cups and Olympic Games. Joe Scrub falls over, gets up. Now Herrera. Back over to Isla, and he hands it off to Arroyo. Now Herrera. And foul is called. He got close to the lane.
Personal foul on Canada, number 23, Phil Scrub, his third. Canada's first foul of the third quarter.
Suarez able to get it to go down. Oh, beautiful pass, Wilcher, and the cut just wide open was Kyle Landry. I mean, everything that Wilcher does is just silky smooth, isn't it? Sweet finish inside by Javier Barra. And he draws the foul, so he will go to the line. Look at that.
Canada's second foul of the third quarter. Substitution for Canada, number 3, Nelson Egypt, and number 41, Casa Kajini.
Basically, Kajami Keene gets in. Over to Heslip. Oh, man, he is feeling it tonight. I don't know who looks better tonight shooting the basketball. Is it Heslip or Wiltshire? Because when they get in the flow, you just know the ball's going in the basket once it leaves their hands. It is a thing of beauty. Barra out to Isla. Short. Kajami Keene, surely you got to find Heslip. Yep, again, and oh! I spoke too soon. I thought it was in.
Personal foul on Canada, number 14, Kyle Wiltshire, his third.
And Wiltshire also picks up his third foul. So Heslip with that miss, now 4 of 6 from three-point range. But you can't fault him for wanting to launch it early in the shot clock. Checking into the game now is Michael Mulder. His first appearance. Under 24 years of age. And Swadeff called for the foul.
Personal foul on Canada, number 11, Michael Mulder, his first. Canada's fourth foul in the third quarter.
Mulder plays with Windy City Bulls. Arroyo hands it off to Isla. And Isla drives in and scores. Played a couple of seasons at Kentucky, did Mulder. And now Isla comes up with a steal. Herrera tried to score on the drive. Now here's Mulder. He pass to Kajami Keene. Edgem. And now the shooting from Wiltshire and Heslip is a little contagious, looks like. As Edgem strokes that jump shot, he's got 7 points. Nice finish from Herrera that time. Heslip steps back. Oh, at the front of the rim. Suarez. Oh, the bounce pass was there, but he didn't get it to Isla. And he gets it over to Mulder, who hands it off to a flying Edgem. He hangs in the air and scores and earns a trip to the free throw line.
Personal foul on Chile, number 10, Sebastian Suarez, his second. Chile's first foul in the third quarter. Substitutions for Chile, number 30, Diego Salas. And number 23, Phil Strauss. Substitution for Chile, number 44, Daniel Suarez.
Edgem gets it to go.
Substitution for Chile, number 11, Javier Mora.
Barra comes back in. And Isla takes a seat.
Substitution for Chile, number 20,
Not sure that he was the guy that was supposed to be substituted in the end, because he comes back. Canada have almost doubled up Chile now, 57-30. Herrera drives in, good block. And now a technical foul has been called on either the bench, somebody on the bench, or the coach, or a player. We've heard enough. He's on
Technical foul.
on Herrera.
Their second foul of the third quarter.
Notice the bench, okay. So Phil Scrub goes to the line. You know, while we have a minute, you know, talking about Michael Mulder, it's interesting. There was a story about him and carried by the National Post after he got added to the squad for these games, and talked about how he had tried out for one of Canada's junior teams back when he was in the 11th grade. He tried out, stayed for the whole weekend, but said that they're basically keeping the same team that they'd had intact, and he never got a call back to join the team, but he played some college basketball, capping it with a couple of years at Kentucky, and also spent some time with the Toronto Raptors Summer League team, and he was taken by the Windy City Bulls. He's 24 right now. Kajami Keem puts it up. A little short with that. Scrub pushes it, spins. Oh boy, that was slick, wasn't it? Got to the line, or got to the free throw line and just went all the way in. Nobody was going to meet him. Just speculating, you would have to say that the likes of Kelly Olynyk would be a lock to make this national team. Or Joseph. Just watching Scrub explode up the court that time kind of slightly reminded me of Corey Joseph. Those two guys have played for Canada. They've been outstanding in the qualifiers. And that one is good. Tristan Thompson, you would imagine, would be a lock as well. Thompson has only played one game in the qualifiers. A lot of players have played for Canada. I guess this RJ Barrett might be in contention, despite last night's defeat to North Carolina. Had to get that in there. Here's long jump shot, no good. And it's Suarez collecting the rebound. We talked about his numbers in recent games. Suarez coming up a little bit lame. Tonight he's got 5 points and 8 rebounds, so he's been doing the work on the boards. Hasn't been scoring at a good clip. 2 of 9. He did hit that 1 3-pointer. He's definitely tweaked something. He's got to come out of the game. That doesn't look good, does it? Might be it for him tonight. Looks like he might have hurt his knee. Oh, man. Well, hopefully it's not serious. First free throw is good by Jose Del Solar. Second is good as well. So Canada right now sort of on cruise control. Connor Morgan Took a step towards the basket, then threw it away. Trying to get the ball to Best. Silva gets it back. Puts up a reversed and missed it. And Landry called for the foul, but not by the referee under the basket, but behind him. The Argentinian referee. Shot no good, and stay at this end. Morgan played pretty well in the recent Copa del Rey. He's getting some minutes here. Plays in a highly competitive Spanish Liga Endesa, the ACB, that so many Canadians have played in over the years. Had 10 points in their win over Baskonia, so that was an upset for Juventud. And they lost to Real Madrid. Here's Tajami Keene going in for the layup. Even in the loss to Real Madrid, he had 20 points, so I wonder if he might be a diamond in the rough, Connor Morgan. Nice shot down low. The basket is good. Certainly seems to be raising eyebrows with his plays in Europe. That's for sure, with his play in Europe. Tajami Keene this time blocked by the young Barra, and that is how the third quarter finishes. So Canada are in command, 63-37, with 10 minutes remaining.
World. FIBA Basketball World Cup is right here. You want it? Come and get it.
Three quarters in, look at the numbers from deep. Canada had gotten that number into like 42% territory. Now they're down to 9 of 26 from three-point range. They keep putting them up. Wiltshire started out very well. He hit a three-pointer soon after that. Suarez hit a three. And remember, we're hoping he's okay. He's had to leave the game with an apparent knee injury, a knee problem. Heslip started finding his range. We saw Wiltshire's passing come to the fore there. Heslip as well, stroking the three-pointers. He's 4-7 now from deep. And we also saw a little bit of hang time from edging. Tajami Keene has quietly been very good tonight. 7 points, 3 assists, and a couple of steals in 12.5 minutes of action for Tajami Keene. Adika Peter McNeely back in the game. That was Best. Ryerson connection. Here's Best almost coming up with a steal. Silva. So even though it appears that Chile have just been a little bit outmanned, Long shot, no good. They're only going to get better from this experience, playing against tougher opposition. You get better by playing against teams that are better than you. Can't run away from the competition. So they've done very well to get to the second round and get all these games. Hopefully, anyway, it'll give a lift to basketball down there. Here's Best, and Best finally shows us that sweet stroke that he's so well known for. He failed to score before that point. He had missed 4 3-pointers, so that time he took a shot inside the arc and got it to go down. Silva gets swatted by Joel Anthony. You just knew that was coming. Double check and make sure they give Joel that block. If they don't, I'm going to walk over to the scores table. There's Best again. So Joel Anthony does have 3 blocks now. That sounds about right, actually. And that would be a game-high 3 blocks. Nice bounce pass. And it looked like that was well covered by Best, but a foul called. Here he is again, getting ready to take off. Watch him. And ball went off of Anthony's hands and out of bounds. I would propose a nickname for Anthony, something like Joel SWAT Machine Anthony, or Joel Not in My House Anthony. But then that would make him unfriendly. We don't want people to get the wrong message, just as it applies to basketball. He is certainly not friending that low post when you're attacking him. He's looking to block that shot. And a nice handoff. And Adika Peter McNeely will go to the free throw line.
Personal foul on Chile, number 25, Jose Calzamar. His second. Chile's second foul of the fourth quarter.
Mulder re-enters the game for Canada after McNeely makes 1 of 2, and Phil Scrub goes over to the bench. Oh, that looked like good D from Edgem reaching in. Foul called on Melvin Edgem. Arroyo over to Herrera, and Herrera continues to have his struggles. He's now 3 of 11 from the floor. Rocher gets it back, and feet set. Look at Joel Anthony just go up.
Personal foul on Chile, number 11, Rivera, his third. Chile's third foul on the fourth quarter. Substitution for Canada, number 21, Thomas Scrub.
Thomas Scrub. Mulder misses that, and Canada getting another chance. Thomas Scrub this time off target. Oh, great defense from Mulder. Jumped up. Oh, a little bit of hang time for him. He misses, but Edgem was there for the follow. It's nice to see the athleticism from Mulder. Here comes Canada. Oh, beautiful drive and finish from Peter McNeely. Great penetration and basket. So 3-point play coming up. Opportunity for carry on.
Personal foul on Canada. Number 15, Anthony, his first. Canada's second foul of the first quarter, fourth quarter.
Good pass, and oh, look at Mulder explode to the basket. He's starting to come into his own a little bit here with Team Canada. Arroyo banks it in. Exciting time really for Newfoundland to have this Canada national team here. And again, Mulder explodes quickly to the basket, and nobody comes close to stopping him. He has that quick first step. He is showing some aggressive play offensively. Now the interception by Kajami Keene. Edgem ahead on the break. Passes back to big Joel Anthony. Throws it down with a little bit of anger. A little bit of power. And that forces a timeout. Look at this. Kajami King says, let's see a dunk here. And that's how you do it. You want to get a timeout of the opposition, turn it over, and dunk on them on a fast break. So Newfoundland will also, here at the Mile One Center, host the Canada game against Venezuela on Sunday. And I'm sure that is going to be a far more competitive game. And don't forget, Canada want to hit back from a defeat against Venezuela earlier in the qualifiers. And also, if you're Canadian and you're a Canadian basketball fan, you never want to forget what happened before the 2016 Olympics when you got beat by Venezuela in that crucial game down in Mexico City that kept you from going to Rio. So it should be a competitive edge to that game. Of course, you know, a lot of different players, but some of these guys were in that team. Get up, guys. Show us your moves. There you go. That's it. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure they're going to win any dance contest, but it's all about effort. Practice. Practice makes perfect. Pump fake. Another one from Arroyo. Connor Morgan with the rebound. Yeah, talking about the players in this team that were in that team in 2015 that lost that heartbreaker to Venezuela, 79-78, you'll remember. Phil Scrubb, Melvin Edgem, Brady Heslip. So 3 players here and the squad playing with Canada had to suffer through that whole situation, knowing that they had almost qualified for the Olympics, only to be denied right at the end. So they get to face a lot of the same Venezuela players. Here we go on baseline. Oh, what a finish. Carry on showing us something. Speaking of Heslip, he'll be checking back in at the last second, but gosh, Jamie Keane is just almost effortless out there tonight, making it look so easy. Not forcing anything, making all the right plays. Nine points for him, 5 assists, 3 steals for Kajami Keane, and now he's got the ball again. Here he is. Hands it off to Landry, gets it back. Looking to make the pass. Over to Best. Connor Morgan now. Spins, goes baseline. Kajami Keane. Oh, look at him swing it, and they get the great shot at the end. Nice finish from Best. And Mulder knew he just had enough time. Looks like Swadeth has left the bench area for Chile, so we're hoping he's okay. Talking about Manuel Swadeth, the center, who left the game with a knee problem. Kajami Keane comes out. Good minutes for him. We'll get some high fives, some low fives, some sideway fives. And Brady Heslip comes back in. Nice handoff and good block. Good hands from both teams, but Canada come up with it. Now Mulder in the open floor. Alley-oop pass. Oh, Connor Morgan couldn't quite control it. Look at Mulder. He's exciting to watch. I think he threw it maybe just a little bit behind Morgan there. Good hands from Morgan.
Substitution for Chile, number 6, Carlos Lawler.
Tries to push it, nope, just brings it up. Morgan from the left corner. Nice stroke from Connor Morgan. 3-pointer. He plays at a high level, you can tell. He's probably one of the best Canadians you've never heard of, to be honest. He's going to make a name for himself, though, playing for this Canada team. There he is. Good defense. Over to Brady Heslip. Drive, and another foul's been called.
Personal foul on Canada, number 9, Connor Morgan. His first, Canada's 4th foul.
Connor Morgan, he played, you know, he's from Victoria, played for the UBC Thunderbirds. Graduated from UBC, and after a short stop in New Zealand, ended up going to Spain, where he is making a name for himself, and he's got good size, good length. Been described as a late bloomer by some people in the know. Brady Heslop. Should be the last shot, perhaps. Landry puts it up. Morgan goes for the rebound. Chile perhaps will launch it one more time. And the drive and carry on goes in, tries to dunk it. He wanted a foul called. But the referee says, I didn't see it. And that's how it finishes, folks. That was a good, fun basketball game to watch. Tougher games, no doubt, ahead for Canada. But we saw some good things from them tonight as they won 85-46 over Chile. Good job, Roy Rana. Fist bump and fist bump. Coach Meeks. Canada win another one, and now they're going to go back, perhaps sit down and watch a little bit of basketball. Brazil on top of the Virgin Islands. Meanwhile, Dominican Republic and Venezuela are tipping off in 25 minutes. Chile traveled a long way and ended up on the losing end, but this will be an experience I'm sure they're all going to remember, coming all the way up to Newfoundland. And let's have a look at the stats. Canada ended up hitting 10 of 33, 30% from deep, 23 of 39 inside the arc. Just completely dominated the glass, 50-29. 8 steals, 4 for Chile, and 12 turnovers for Chile, 17 assists for Canada. Heslop, Wilcher each finished with 14 points, perhaps fitting because they both kind of got hot about the same time in the second half when Canada just blew the game wide open. Kajami Keene and Anthony, good to see them get recognition on the defensive end because both were solid. And Edgem also had 12 points. Okay, so wait a minute. Let me double check that. Wilcher thought he had 14. Is that 14 rebounds or 14? Sorry, Wilcher had 14 rebounds to go with his 12 points. So he finished with a double-double in that sense. Edgem had his 12 points and almost a double-double, 9 rebounds. And Heslop had the 14 points. But solid effort all the way around. Everybody on the score sheet tonight for Canada. But it was that trio that finished in double digits in scoring. This was one of those, no doubt about